Hello, Chip here from 5th Edition Visions, and I wanted to make a short video, a new video, about cards that I am on the outs with. Cards that have personally offended me in the past 24 hours. These cards were cards I encountered at my local gaming store, Modern Night. It was great, it was fun, I've known about these cards, but they offended me personally because they made me lose games or they mucked up my gameplay, and they're sitting in a timeout right now. I don't like them. Someday I may play them, but right now I want it to be documented that they are annoying, and maybe you can learn about them too and be better prepared for them. So, first off, actually it's 3, but technically it's 4 because this first one had a little buddy that made it particularly miserable. Okay, so the first card, Snapcaster Mage. This blue rare from Innistrad is a 2/1 creature. Not a problem, his power and toughness. The problem is that he can be flashed in, and when he comes in, a spell gets flashback. So I was running a mill deck, my favorite archetype, at Thursday Night Modern at my local gaming store, and every time I would try to cast a big mill spell, Archive Trap or Mind Funeral or Breaking or something fun like that, boom, I would get the Remanded, which is the other card, the little buddy I was talking about that lets the card bounce back to my hand and they draw a card. And then once he was out of remands, he would Snapcaster it. So that happened a couple times in a couple games. It made me upset because he'd be excited to, it's countered, but you can pick up the spell from remand, but then he'd do Snapcaster Mage and get it right back. So that was particularly frustrating. Okay, the other card that is in my timeout section, I am on the outs with Grim Flayer from Eldritch Moon. Eldritch Moon, yes, the 1 black, 1 green. This guy was not helpful for me, mainly because I was playing a mill deck, so I would mill them for a bunch of cards. Here comes Grim Flayer. Well, of course, my opponent now has Delirium, which means that this guy, who is, a little guy, now becomes a big guy, becomes a 4/4, because he gets Delirium, he gets boosted. And then also there's that scry effect kind of thing that the Grim Flayer has. So they were able to, top deck the stuff that they needed. And I really don't have a lot of creature defense in my mill deck that I was running. So, I just got squished. I got squashed. It wasn't much fun at all from the Grim Flayer. But that's cool. So he's in the timeout section for a while. I'm not friends with you for a couple days. We'll see how long it lasts, Mr. Grim Flayer. But you know what? Your offenses to me, they don't really matter compared to Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger from Battle for Zendikar. That was the card that made me want to make this little video because it was so ironic. I was playing against a guy running Tron, which is you try to get all those lands out and you get big stuff, big colorless stuff out. He had Ugins and he had Karn, but it was this guy that was the problem because I was set to win. I could win, except he got Ulamog out, and anytime Ulamog attacks, as you can see, I had to exile 20 cards. So my mill deck was getting milled by Ulamog, and it made me particularly upset. It was funny, but I ended up losing because he milled me once with it when he attacked the first time. I was able to chump block, no big deal, but he attacked the second time, and, it's done. It's over. Gone. Game over. So those cards are in the timeout. I'm upset with them, but it's okay. It's cool because you know what? I'm going to the Aether Revolt pre-release tonight. I'm sure I will win something, maybe not a prize, but I'll win a game, win a match, and I'll have some hero cards, cards that I am on the ins with to talk about. And surely there'll be other cards that will go in the timeout, cards that I don't particularly care for, but that's the fun of Magic the Gathering. So hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun with the Aether Revolt pre-release tonight, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.